Okay, so let's get on to our mats. And just take a nice big breath, reach the arms up, inhale. And then exhale, just come into a nice easy forward fold. Take an inhale, lengthen through the spine, half lift, and then gently step your legs back into a downward dog. It's always nice to sway a little bit side to side here and just breathe right up into the sitting bones and really ground down into the hands and the feet, and maybe sway side to side or do your heel pulsing. So you're bending one knee, lengthening the opposite heel down. So let's take a nice big inhale, reach that right leg up, and then exhale, reach it out to the right side. Do that 2 more times. So inhale, bend the knee and open the hip, and then exhale, reach it out, and again. And then step that right foot all the way forward. So come up into a nice high lunge, reach the arms up, and exhale, twist to the right. Inhale the arms up, exhale, open it to a nice warrior, and then inhale that right arm back, exhale, lengthen it to the extended side angle, and then inhale, twist it round, lengthening through the hips and the knee, and then just soften down, bending that right knee, swaying side to side, and then go ahead and step that right leg back and nice arch back here. So extending and breathing into the front body. Exhale, integrating through the back body. And then if you can, just play around here and slowly step it through into your plank. Exhale, lower your body all the way down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, lift. And then exhale all the way down. Inhale, lift through the cobra up dog. Nice and easy here. And then exhale, come on back into your downward dog. So this is quite a nice steady flow, just breathing deeply and moving as you can. Lengthening easy through that neck, and then inhale, reach that left leg up behind you, open the hip, bend the knee, and then exhale, let's take it all the way out to the left side, and again, inhale, lift it, open that hip, bend the knee back, and then exhale out to that left side, and again, one more time, so we're going to inhale, open the hip, bend the knee, nice big stretch. And then exhale, let's go ahead and step it all the way around the outside of that left hand and come on up into a nice high lunge. Inhale, reaching those arms up. And then exhale, a nice easy twist to your left arm behind you. Inhale up, and then exhale, open in the warrior 2. Inhale, reach that left arm up, sun warrior. You can straighten that left knee if you want to. And then exhale, the extended side angle. And then slowly release, come into a nice easy twist, lifting through the hips, straightening the knee if it's possible for you. Just deepen into that twist as you breathe. And then slowly release that, bending into that left knee. I'm going up and down here, and then just dropping into that left knee and hip opener here. So just sway a little bit side to side. You can drop that back knee down if it feels good for you. And then slowly lift the hips up, and then take that left foot all the way back around behind you and lift up through the sternum and the hip. So here I'm doing a few arm swings. So I feel that arm swings as a kind of way to lift through the hips and see if I can release that back foot. It's all just fun and play, honestly. Just kind of breathe and play around and see what happens. And then release, come into your plank position. On your exhale, bend your elbows all the way down. Inhale, lift, and then exhale, bend your elbows, and inhale, lift. And then one more time here, let's bend those elbows, come all the way down. Inhale through your cobra up dog. And then exhale, come back into your downward dog. So sway the hip side to side, give your head a bit of a wiggle. Just make sure you're nice and easy here. And then slowly walk your hands all the way back, lifting through the seat. Reach those hands around behind you, interlock the fingers. And then just bend one knee and open the heart to the opposite side. You can do that as many times as you want. Just keep it nice and easy. And then we're going to inhale, bend the knees, reach up into a chair pose. So nice big deep breathing here, really dropping down and sitting back into those hips. Exhale, bring your right elbow around the outside of your left knee, and we're going to try a nice sitting chair twist. So let's just from here extend the arms and then drop into the balls of the feet and see if you can come into a side crow just for fun, playing around with some different poses here. It's like no big deal. Just kind of play and see what happens if you try to balance on the hands. And then release, come back up into your standing or sitting chair even. And then bring that left elbow around the outside of your right knee. And again, just feel into that twist. Nice deep breaths here. It's always good to breathe super deeply when you're moving around. And then inhale, open those arms. Exhale, sit down onto those balls of the feet. And then come onto a side crow balance. Just see what happens coming onto the hands. And see here, I just kind of try a couple times, see what happens if I can catch my balance, and then try a few different things with my legs for fun. It's all for fun, y'all. And then release. And so now I'm trying to stay high in the balls of my feet, lifting up through the ankles, and then I'm going to press down through the balls of my feet and lift up. That's really strong into the quadricep, so it's a really good strengthener. And then I'm coming into a chair pose, but you see here I'm actually trying to balance on the balls of the feet as I'm sitting down, and then I'm going to come right into a crow pose. So I'm going to bring my knees to the upper arms. Look out, play around, see if you can lift those feet up, and then just release. Forward fold, take a nice big twist here, bending that right knee, left arm up, and then left knee bends, right arm up, nice big breath, and then walk it out into an easy downward dog here. Again, just sway the hips and release the head by giving the head a bit of a wiggle. Inhale that right leg up behind you and then extend it behind. So inhaling the head up and bending the knee, almost imagining the toe to touch the head, and then step that right foot all the way forward. Take a nice big inhale, high release here, and again swing those arms. Again, breathing as you go, open it into the warrior. Inhale the right arm up, exhale, extend your side angle, nice big breaths here, and then I'm just gonna toe heel so that my feet are more inward facing and come into a forward bend. So here, like totally freestyle, you don't have to do what I'm doing. You can just hang out in this forward bend. You could try taking a nice big twist here. That feels really good. Try it on both sides. Make sure if you go one way, you always go the other way too. Nice open twist in that wide leg forward bend. And then here we're trying a headstand. You could try just seeing what it's like to try to bring the head down and get a deeper stretch, or if the head touches, make a triangle with your forearms, rest the back of the head in the hands, and then just see if you can lift your hips up. And you can see here I'm doing a little boogie with my legs, so just trying different things, swinging those legs around. That's something you do when you're a little bit more comfortable doing these upside down poses. You can definitely try like playing and flowing your legs around. It will just challenge your core stability that much more to kind of play and have to sustain that stability while you're doing different things with your legs. And then slowly releasing them back down. So I'm back in that forward fold. Then I'm going to release and step that right leg all the way up and back. And then I'm doing what I call the hip rolls. So that's from the Strala training, just kind of playing around with those hips and doing some core stability here, just doing lots of different things with my legs and my hips and playing around, nice big deep breaths. So I prepare for the pigeon. So pigeon is a really good hip opener. You want to make sure that your knees are always like mega comfortable when you're doing a pigeon, and that you can pretty much just like, again, drop into it, relax, and then lengthen the arms forward. Of course, you could try doing different things with your arms. You could, I call them micro movements, just kind of very gently moving the hips around. And then the practice here is to obviously like target the localized stretch. So you feel a stretch in the hip, but then otherwise you're practicing chilling out the rest of the body as much as possible. You can try a little back leg stretch there too. So now I'm going to come into a twist. I call this one opening the book. So I'm grabbing my right hand to my left foot, extending that left leg as best I can, and then reaching the left arm back, and then drop into the full spinal twist by putting the foot around the outside of the right knee. Twisting, I really find, just breathe as deeply as possible. That's always enough. And then inhale, reach those arms up as you release the legs. And I'm going to practice strengthening my hands and fingers. So I'm just pressing the fingertips down, lifting the bum up, and I'm going to see if I can lift all the way up with those hips. So really press down into the fingers here. Keep breathing deeply. And then release, inhale the arms up, exhale, extend into a forward fold. Nice chance here just to really relax. And then inhale, lift the arms, legs, and heart up into boat. Exhale, and slowly release. So here I'm coming into another crow. And it's because I want to do something fancy. I'm going to try to, or I say the word try, I'm trying to get rid of that word. I'm getting rid of the word. So then I just kick my legs all the way back into chaturanga and then exhale all the way up into downward dog. So that's something that might take a little bit of practice, and it's really about kind of just going for a lot of this stuff, being fearless in your practice. Okay, so left side, take a nice big inhale, extend that leg behind you as you lift the head. Do that a couple times. Inhale, lifting and really reaching through that leg, grounding through that right heel, and then exhale, stepping it forward, coming into a nice high lunge here. You can see I'm playing around with a few different shapes in my pelvis, sort of tucking the pelvis under as I lift and reach those arms up, really feeling into the front body and the back body. And then exhale, I'm going to open it into warrior two, extending my left arm back for sun warrior, and then exhale, extend that arm all the way up and over, reaching it. Inhale back, and then exhale, lengthening up and over. I seem to just do it twice on one side and then one on the other side. And then I'm extending it to release and come up into, again, a wide leg forward bend. This time, now this is for those of you who are really practicing those forearm and handstands and your inversions. So here I've actually kind of gently bounced up into a forearm balance. I wouldn't necessarily advise doing that unless you feel really safe and comfortable. Otherwise, just stay in the wide leg forward bend and see if you can take your legs a little bit deeper, or just, try different things with the arms as well. So I'm just playing around. Ooh, there we go. Off we come. And then back in that forward fold, just swaying my body up and down a little bit. And then I'm going to go into a deeper wide leg stretch. So again, here, use your hands to help you balance. Really feel like you're lengthening through those legs. Obviously, as soon as you hit the stretch, just hang out there. Breathing deeply, that's always where the juice is at. Breathing into those tight muscles, breathing into where you feel limited spatially. And then release, come back into the three-legged dog, and then try these hip rolls, these super fun, just flowing around and really exploring the mobility of your hip joints here. Also, as you pull that leg up, it's coming into a bit of a deeper practice into the core. I gave you flashing you a little smile there. Trying different things just for fun, see what happens, play around. Nice big inhale, reaching that leg all the way back up again. I'm going to go for it, really reach, and then step it forward for a pigeon practice. So in pigeon, again, I'm kind of grounding and relaxing into this, and then having a boogie because that's what I like to do. and then lengthening forward. So doing micro movements or even doing little massages. This is probably one of the hottest days of the year, and I've got a sweaty body. It's really nice, actually. It's quite rare for England to be this hot. Again, you can try different things with the arms, just lengthening through, dropping into that hip, interlocking the fingers behind. That's a good stretch too. Nice big deep breaths here. There's Trev working on the garden. Actually, he's working on the outdoor bathroom. Okay, let's slowly release, open the book. So grab the left hand around the outside of the right foot. Take a twist here, just looking back into that right hand. Nice big deep breaths. Big deep breaths is always where it's at. And then step that foot all the way around for a full spinal twist. This time, again, just look round over that right shoulder. Breathe really deeply. Use your hands to support you in the position. Just breathe and look. That's all you really need to do in a twist. You don't need to try very hard at all. At all. No more trying, okay? Erase that word from the vocab. Okay, untwist, find the counter twist, and then come into a forward fold, just relaxing into it. And then I'm coming into bringing knee to knee. So bring your right knee on top of your left knee, and then just lengthen into this. Just feel, this is a really good one for the hips, the back, and the bum. And then try it on the other side. Now, that's nice. I'm turning to actually face you. Well done, me. Sweating. So lengthen forward here. I do have music on, so I'm just having a boogie to the music. Okay, so let's slowly release that and then come up back into your downward dog. So I'm going to practice my handstands here. They're a little bit wobbly today. So you can see how like the wall's behind me. If you wanted to, you could just come up against a wall and sort of gently kick up and see if you can grab the foot against the wall. That's a really good way to practice. Or go do loads of handstand workshops and learn from the pros. I've had some pretty amazing teachers in my life who are like total masters when it comes to handstands and inversions. I'm totally a novice when it comes to that, and I don't really have the kind of anatomical background. I'm not a technician in that way. I'm a lot more kind of, I guess you could say, spiritual when it comes to this kind of stuff. Just into the feeling body, just play and feel and breathe and see what happens. But everyone has a different way of learning, so it's really about getting to know yourself and just keep going, just keep practicing. There we go. I think I've had enough of that now. Just relaxing back into a little squat here. I think I'm just giving myself a bit of a breather after all that kicking of the handstands. Okay, so now we're back into some flow. Let's go back into that downward dog. Inhale the left leg up. I'm going to open it right away into a nice warrior and then just step through and come into a balance. Okay, so here we go. Some nice leg balancing here. So I've got a warrior 3, and then I'm going to come into a twist, grab hold of that right foot, twist it out. Just keep breathing easy when you try this stuff. And then extend it back into that warrior 3. That's like the superhero pose. And I'm going to bend forward and bend my back leg and see if I can grab hold of it with my left hand. Release the left hand, open my body to face you guys for half moon. And then I'm going to revolve the half moon, twist that left arm up. And then I'm going to inhale, reach the right arm up and put my back foot down. I'm coming to a nice twisting lunge here. And then I'm going to step it through into a chair pose. Exhale, forward fold, relax, step back into downward dog. Okay, so take a nice big breath, left leg up again. And then exhale, step it all the way forward. Here we're in a lunge. I think I'm just either moving sweat off or hair off my back. So all I did was transition, turn around to face the front, and then go around the other way. So now I'm inhaling that right leg up behind me. And then exhale, step it through for the lunge. Just take it easy here coming up. So I'm basically just kind of preparing myself to throw myself into that balance and play around. Just be easy about it, okay? That's the best way for this kind of stuff. Just flow. Like sometimes I imagine it being in space or being in water. And then bring that leg forward, grab hold of it with the opposite hand and see if you can find an easy twist here. Just taking your head off axis is where it can be quite a challenge. And then slowly release and fly that leg all the way back. And here I'm bending right away and reaching the right hand round behind me to grab hold of the foot. You could put that opposite hand down if you wanted to, and then just release the right hand and open the body to face me and opening that hip for revolve or for half moon, and then revolve it. So then put the left hand down and reach the right arm up. Keep expanding and then put that back foot down. Inhale, reach the left arm up and let's find a nice twist here. So keep pressing into that back heel. Breathe deeply. You can see my breath going right down into the lower abdomen. That's where it's at. Nice big full deep breaths through the whole body. And then just step it through, come into that chair pose, exhale, forward fold, step back into the downward dog, you. And then take an inhale with the right leg up again, and then exhale, step it forward. Inhale, just coming up for a wide leg forward bend. Yes, yes, yes. Easy does it here. And then here again, I'm just coming into another wide leg stretch, getting ready to basically start to wind down a little bit now. Breathing easy. Doing some nice flow here, just like side stretch or forward bend is nice too. I think I'm a little bit in a daze. The heat. And just stay in that stretch. Really enjoy the depth of the stretch here. So just lengthen, sway side to side. Breathe into the areas that feel like they're calling for your attention. And that's how it is, though, like just intuitive, right? So I'll just like hang out in a stretch for as long as it's feeling nice and I can feel that my body is opening up and finding space. And then release when you've kind of had enough, right? Okie dokie. So now it's like proper wind down time. This is where when I teach classes, it's like just do a shoulder stand, or this one is called Happy Baby. Do the poses that are just like mega chilled for you. And also like in preparation for Shavasana. So in preparation for the poses or for the relaxation, right? So this is where like anything that needs unkinking gets unkinked. And I'm actually coming over here because this is where I start to put like this floaty, lovely music on. So you could do it. You could even just turn off the vid and lie down for 10 minutes. Really embrace the relaxation. It's one of the most important poses, really. So as a wind down practice, I'm coming into the shoulder stand, lifting up the hips. You just want to make sure that, you know, you feel safe and happy in your neck. See, I'm breathing deeply here. I often encourage people to play in this one too. So play around with just moving your hips side to side and trying different things with the legs. Here you'll see I'm coming into a lotus position. If that's easy for you, go for it. I often do lotus and then breath of fire for about a minute or so, or just deep breaths. Shoulder stand is a fantastic pose for increasing vitality, opening the mind, resting the heart. There's a lot of benefits to shoulder stand, so it's one of those that we practice doing most days. So plow pose is after shoulder stand normally. So this is plow pose here where the feet are extended behind the head. And then eventually ear pressure pose or deaf man's pose where you drop the knees right down to the floor. Oh, look, there's Helen. She's my next neighbor. She clearly just realized that I was recording. There we go. Good release there. Just gently come out of the shoulder stand, nice and easy. Enjoying the sun or just enjoying that rested space after a good move. Fish pose is the counter pose to shoulder stand. So that's where my hands are under my bum and I've lifted up through the thoracic girdle. So the rib cage lifts up, the heart lifts up, press down into the elbows. And then just really breathe deeply into the rib cage. That's the best and easiest way to kind of feel into the fish pose. And then release. And just relax. So here it's like relax as long as you want. I don't think I did a massive long relaxation here. Just drop into the body, relax deeply. This is where the body can really let all that released energy freely flow throughout. Imagine all your chakras are perfectly balanced, all your internal organs are super happy and healthy, that your body is radiant, that your mind is perfectly clear and calm, and you're attuned to that rest and peace state. Relax fully and completely, relax consciously, just let it all go. That's it, folks. Enjoy the rest of your relaxation. Om, peace, peace, peace. Namaste, y'all.